Ever wonder what you'd get if you smashed together a top-secret military experiment and a ruthless drug lord's prison break? Well, you get a whole new kind of monster. Today, we're diving deep into the full, chaotic story of the action horror series SOZ, Soldiers or Zombies. Let's get right into it. So the show just kicks off and boom, we're thrown right into this super tense scene. There's a family trying to cross the border, and they run into this soldier, but something is seriously wrong. He's got these creepy blue veins, black teeth, and then he just leaps down a hill and attacks them. This is not just a soldier. This thing is a monster. So the big question is, what is this thing? And where on earth did it come from? Okay, to figure that out, we've got to rewind. We're jumping back 2 days before that attack. What's crazy is that two completely separate stories are playing out. You've got a scientist in a high-tech lab on one side and a powerful gangster in a maximum security prison on the other. Let's see how these two worlds, both driven by some pretty dangerous ambitions, are about to kick off an absolute catastrophe. All right, so first up, a soldier or a zombie? We're about to see two parallel worlds that are just destined to crash into each other in the worst way possible. So you've got these two totally separate storylines, right? In one corner, there's this scientist who's getting squeezed by the military to create the ultimate super soldier, a warrior who literally can't feel pain. And in the other corner, you have this legendary drug lord, Alonzo, who's so powerful he's running his entire criminal empire from inside his prison cell, all while planning a brilliant escape. And man, is the pressure mounting. The scientist has to do this big demonstration for a government minister, right? He injects the pig and nothing. It just drops dead. Poof. The entire project is about to get axed, and you can just feel his commander breathing down his neck. This one moment of public failure, well, it's going to push a desperate man to do something really reckless. And that recklessness brings us straight to part 2, the Pig Zero Outbreak. This is where one bad decision spirals into a horrifying chain reaction that nobody saw coming. Okay, so here's how it all goes down. The scientist, totally fed up, gives a pig a massive double dose of the serum and just tells his guys to dump it in the desert. Then a coyote shows up, thinks it's dinner time, but nope, the dead pigs suddenly reanimate and eat it. Wild. These brand new zombie pigs then wander into the exact same tunnel that our gangster, Alonzo, just used to escape. A special forces team is in there hunting him, the pigs attack, and that's it. The virus has officially jumped to humans. Next up, the experiment gone wrong, because as you're about to see, in this story, sometimes getting exactly what you want is the worst thing that can happen. So back at the lab, the scientist actually manages to tweak his formula. He tests it on an infected soldier and, believe it or not, it works. He's done it. He has created one perfect, pain-immune, super strong soldier. For a second there, it really looks like he's a genius. And that success lasts for about 5 seconds. The super soldier is so strong, it just shatters its metal restraints like they're made of glass. It becomes a massive, unstoppable threat, instantly. The commander has no choice but to put a bullet right in its head. So their one successful subject, their only sample of the good stuff, gone. They are literally right back at square one. Meanwhile, the outbreak is already spreading out in the real world. That first zombie from the opening scene stumbles upon Alonzo's new hideout. When Alonzo's young son wanders a little too close, his dad's loyal right-hand man jumps in to save the boy, but gets bitten in the process. So the assistant dies from the bite. But then he gets back up. He's a zombie, and he goes right for the kid. Alonzo has to shoot his own friend to protect his son. The poor kid is traumatized, trying to explain, like, Dad, he wasn't dead, he was something else. But Alonzo? He's a hardened crime lord. He thinks he's seen it all. He just can't wrap his head around this. All right, part 4, Worlds Collide. This is where it all comes to a head. Everybody and everything is now gunning for Alonzo, and he is stuck right in the middle of a perfect storm. So just imagine this situation. Alonzo has 3 different groups closing in on him at the same time. You've got the zombie soldiers, who are still programmed with their last mission, get Alonzo. Then a rival cartel shows up, thinking it's a good time to take him out and grab his turf. And to top it all off, the military rolls in, and their only goal is to contain this mess, and they don't care who gets caught in the crossfire. And this is what makes these zombies so terrifying. We're not talking about your slow, stumbling, brain-dead monsters here. No way. These guys remember their military training. They use tactics. They work together as a unit. I mean, one of them takes down a helicopter with a rock. They're not just zombies, they're zombie soldiers, and that makes them so much more dangerous. So naturally, this all just explodes into one massive, brutal battle at the hideout. It's a three-way war zone. You've got Alonso's crew fighting for their lives against these super smart zombies and a rival cartel. And the cartel? They have absolutely no idea what they've just walked into. It's an absolute bloodbath.
Okay, on to our final section. An uncontained escape. The big fight might be over, but the plague is just getting started. In fact, it's on the move.
When the military finally shows up to clean house, the scientist is actually thrilled. He's looking at these intelligent zombies and thinking, it worked. My super soldier project is a success. But the commander, she looks at them and just sees a deadly virus that needs to be wiped off the face of the earth. She gives the final order, terminate all test subjects. All of them. And here's where it gets really tragic. The zombie soldiers, they seem to get what's happening. They actually drop their weapons and put their hands up like they're surrendering. It's this insane brief moment of self-awareness, maybe even a flicker of humanity, but it doesn't matter. The order's been given, they're all executed. In the middle of all this chaos, Alonso, his son, and the few guys he has left manage to slip away back through that tunnel. But just as they're about to get clear, a zombie lunges out and gets him, bites him right on the arm. He kills it and gets away, but he doesn't tell anyone, not his crew, not even his own son. He just covers up the wound, hiding a secret that's about to have huge consequences. And that's our cliffhanger. The military thinks they've contained the problem, but they have no idea the virus just escaped. Alonso, this powerful, resourceful drug lord, is now patient zero. He's heading to Mexico, and he's taking the plague with him. So the real question isn't if a new outbreak will happen, but how devastating it will be when it finally does.